Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our final game of round robin play here at the 2026 Colin Coleman Memorial Tournament. Our matchup tonight for the nightcap, we have the Sussex Rangers in black, green, and white facing off against the Oromocto Eagles in the St. Louis Blues-inspired navy, white, yellow, and bright royal blue. This is a very important game for standings. Sussex still fourth, wanting to keep their playoff position. Oromocto looking to get a victory here and force a tiebreaker with Sussex, but they're going to need to win by a lot here, as Oromocto sits at a -9, while Sussex sits at a perfect neutral 0 goal differential. And we're off here. It's number 98 getting the zone here. That was Emmett Tabor. Both teams in dark jerseys. A interesting jersey matchup for sure. Puck moved up the zone there. That was to number 4, Ryan, to Connolly Holland. Holland trying to get a backhand shot on there. Go for it. Not getting there. Tabor behind the net, and here come the Rangers. Rangers gain the zone here. Cutting in is Tabor. Tabor looking for a teammate here. They bump it to the officials. That one off. A one-touch pass. That one goes up to number 222, Reese Barker. Barker with a shot attempt there. And here come the Rangers. Gain the zone. That's Proctor. Proctor moving in, and he's hooked, and we'll have a penalty. That'll be touched up. It'll be hooking on the play there. Oromocto going to the box here. Power play for Sussex. Face off collected by the Rangers, but that puck will be cleared out. That was by number 5, Connolly Holland. Pucks him down the ice, recollected by the Rangers. Here they come on the counter. Dangles there. That was Tabor. That puck is cleared down again. Going down to recollect it. Pressure there. Attempted outlet pass by Sawyer Tremblett. Pass finds its way. The defenseman will just whack it down there. And that's grabbed by Gabriel Cote Paribo, who whacks it down the ice, recollected by the Rangers. One touch pass there, intercepted by Parker Luffman. Luffman keeping it in. And here come the Rangers. Luffman on the back check there will whack it away, forcing the Rangers to start pressuring. Daughtery will clear that down. Rangers along their net there, and that one's swiped away by Daughtery. Daughtery, a penalty kill machine. Time winding down on the Rangers power play. Behind the net, that is number 34, Cooper Gregg. Gregg moving up, great stretch pass there. I want to find its mark to Wesley Tabor. Tabor trying to center that one. There's a trip on the call, no penalty on that one. Holland asking for a trip, but here come the Rangers. That shot by Rhett Proctor goes over another one. Here's Holland, and he'll clear that one. Playing off the penalty, Cooper Gregg skating back to get the puck there. That will do it. Face off in the Ranger zone. Face off to the dot there. That one's blocked. Here come the Rangers moving down the ice there. There's Bent. Trying to clear that one. Attempted daughtery. Tabor. Gaining the zone here. Emmett Tabor. I find a teammate here. That finds its way down low to Neil. Neil loses that. Neil and Tabor down low, battling for the puck there. Tabor. And that one's swiped away. That one goes right out to a Sussex Ranger. That's right out in front. A double save there. Keeps that puck out. That's Elias. Big save there. Breakout is poked away. Here's Daugherty. Daugherty plays one off to Bowie. Here comes Bowie. Moving down the ice. That one's poke checked away. The shot, though, goes wide of the net. And that one is knocked down the ice for an icing call. And yet again, we are graced by the presence of Liam Sadler as a part of our officiating crew. I think it's his third straight game. Again, as I said in the previous broadcast, I will say it again. He is here to judge the line. Okay, that was a very good one-timer play there. As I was saying, Liam Sadler is here to judge the lines cleanly and fairly, like the amazing official he is. Shout out to Liam. Back in the Oromocto zone, the Sussex Rangers putting on some pressure here. That one whacked away. Holland pressuring Tremblett. Can't try to play that one out. That one's finally whacked away. Sussex forced back and resetting it. That's Greg with a D-to-D pass. And shot. Elias almost getting a piece of that one. That was Rhett Proctor. Going along the boards there. Another shot. That one flicks up. That one's recollected by Shea Surratt. By Felix Travis, excuse me. Barker trying to find his teammate there to Merchant, but he's unable to. Here comes Tremblett. There's a pressure there. Greg, for a teammate, he's bumped. Greg trying to find Travers. And Sussex will go off for a few line changes here. And some fresh legs on the ice. Here come the Blues. Gaining the zone. Cutting in. Went up for a shot there, and that one's blocked. Collins is getting behind the Rangers zone. Battling for the puck there. Not exactly sure where it is. Collins. His slot pass missed its mark. And here come the Rangers moving up the puck. Battling along the boards here. Collins trying to pinch that one out. That one's cleared in by Wesley Tabor. Moving behind the net. That is Gabriel Cote Baribol. Will shoot that down. One recollected by number 87. That one shot up to Wesley Tabor. Will then play it off to Parker McLaughlin. Collins. The move will play it into the middle by Jack Merrill. Merrill is bumped off there. Merrill clearly wanting a call there. I think he got hit. And here come the Rangers moving in. That pass intended for Cohen Neal. Here's Holland. And here come the Blues breaking the zone. Shot, that one's blocked. Clouded Bent keeping that one in the zone. Again, that backhand shot way wide. That was Brady Bowie. Battling along the boards there. In the middle, it's intercepted by Cooper Gregg. Greg flicking it along there. And here come the Rangers. That was number 98. Tabor dumps that in. Pressure along the zone there. Two players collide and go down. That was Carter and Neal. I remember if that was Proctor. Look along the boards. Here come the Rangers on the counter. That's Tabor. Tabor cutting in. Poked away at the last second. We'll wrap it around the boards. And the Sussex defense isn't there in time, and they'll reset the play. That puck grabbed by Felix Travers. Will dumps that one and gets his stick whacked out of his hands. Travers keeps that puck in. Queen of speed here. And for a team that gets that poked away by Carter Bent. Going out in front. That shot almost a dangerous one by Sawyer Tremblett. Here's Sawyer Tremblett behind the net. Back pass to Travers. Travers behind the net looking for a teammate. Travers to Tremblett. Tremblett trying to bury one. He's unable to. That one stopped by 19. Jay Cunningham. And that's a save by Elias. Face off, won by the Rangers, who take a long shot there. That one's blocked off in traffic. Wrap around attempt. That was Ryan DeMerchant. Puck is loose. That one goes up the boards there. Clearance attempt. That one up to Barker. Go down the ice. And it's a 2-on-0 there, and there's 2 hits there. We will get our first penalty, or our second penalty of the game. That was Cooper Gregg taken down 2 people. Cooper Gregg will go to the box. Cooper Gregg will go to the box. 2-minute power play for the Eagles. Face off won by McCann. That one up along the boards there. Kept in at the line by Finn Collins. Moving in was Parker Luffman. And that one's taken away, and here come the Rangers all alone. We'll have another penalty call. And that was Parker McLawn, who was hooked on there. Clean breakaway. And just as the power play started, it is over. A 4-on-4 hockey. Face off by Declan Smith, picking up the puck, and there's a hit right there. Taven Sparks, number 7, laying out the Oromocto player. And that's another Ranger to the box. 4-on-3 now. And that one is cleared down the ice. And here come the Blues. It's number 14. Finn Collins with a shot. That one around the boards. Starting pass attempted there. Final mark though. On the boards. Puck almost centered there. Point shot. That one missed its range. That was Peter Baker with a shot. The puck cycled back down. That one intended for Declan Smith. That cycling attempt doesn't find its target, and the Rangers are finally able to clear. Time winding down here. Puck cleared down the ice here. Tabber right there in time to collect that. Proctor, excuse me, right there. Time to collect that. And time seems expired here. Two poke checks there. Sussex Rangers really tenacious on the penalty kill. That was 29. Wesley Tabber. Of another penalty. That'd be Wesley Tabber. Into the box here. There's two Rangers, actually 3 Rangers in the box, I believe. Face off. Quick shot. Quick point from the slot there. And that will do it for our first period of our nightcap here. After a quick little break, we'll be right back for some more hockey here at the K Arena. And we're back for the second period of play here. Both teams knotted at 2 big donuts. That puck almost cleared out, taking a weird bounce there. That was Rhett Proctor trying to clear out that one. Puck finds its way in front of the net there. Proctor, his clearing attempt off to an Oromocto defender, but it's promptly blockered away by Mitchell Carr. That went to the point. That's a low shot. That one's deflected away by Proctor. And that one is whacked down the ice. That we will return to 4-on-4 now. Here come the Eagles down the ice. The shot there in the feet of Greg. That one off to Jake Cunningham. A clear one out there. Finds its way to Reese Baker. That one collected by Carter. Finds a passing lane there. Flicked out to Parker. That pass intercepted. Here come the Eagles. Getting in the zone here. That's Barker. Barker with a shot. That one going wide. Daugherty trying to play a slot passer. That one's whacked away by Greg. Daugherty went off to the point there. Point shot. Attempted deflection there, but that one is too wide. Tremblett trying to clear that one. Kept in by Daugherty. Daugherty chasing that one. Here's it in. Barker moving back to get that puck. Rhett Proctor shutting the door on him. Puck kept in. Proctor again. A real machine on defense here. Not letting anything get near the goalie or past it. And here come the Rangers. Moving in is Emmett Tabor. Puck picked up by Tremblett, who was battling for it. That'll be cleared up along the glass. End up ward battle for it. Here's Tabor. Tabor behind the net, centering pass, couple whacks at it and a few saves. No one knows where it is and it'll be whistled down. Back to 5-on-5 now. Having a look at that one. Mad scramble in front of the net there. Tremblett with a few good whacks at the puck. But no danger arises from it. Face off, tied up. That goes to a Rangers defenseman. That's Sparks. That one tipped off. That was right to Wesley Tabor, who couldn't quite get a good hit on that. And here come the Eagles. That pass a little wide of its mark. Icing waved off. Here's Sparks. Centering pass. Smith gets stick lifted before he can even get that off. And here come the Eagles. We'll have a penalty call here. Kept in. Slot pass. Intercepted. And now the Rangers will have the opportunity to hop on the power play now. That'll be number 9. Hooking. Lots of hooking calls today so far. The officials having a word with the coaches here. They get a good look at a goated referee, Liam Sadler. His puck dropping technique on the face-offs absolutely impeccable. I'd say he'd rival even some NHL referees with that puck dropping technique. And it's off. Quick shot there. That's why I have the net. Long range shot. That one was from Rhett Proctor. That one missing the margin. That pass intercepted. Here come the Blues. 2-on-1. Proctor gets a stick on that one. Here comes Proctor leading the rush. Proctor attempting a little toe drag there, but that's taken away. Getting a little too fancy there. The Oromocto Eagles scrambling right on him. Puck is cleared down. Some pressure being put on. That's Collins. Collins battling with Greg. Greg playing one off to Cunningham. Cunningham looking for a teammate here. Cunningham making a move there. The captain with some speed here. Moving up the zone. Will be called for an offside. Jay Cunningham thinking he had that one. Puck gained by the Eagles, who will try to clear that one down, not intercepted again. Neal trying to put pressure on that one, but it's gained by Max Daugherty. We'll dump that one down the ice. That one played by the goaltender up to Felix Travers. Here's Felix Travers, and he gets back checked pretty hard by Brady Bowie. That one goes right back to goaltender Mitchell Carr. And here come the Rangers. Cohen Butcher trying to find Cohen Neal. Cohen Neal for a long shot. That one bobbling off the glove. The goaltender. Here's 87. That pass is intercepted. That's right in front, and a big save by goaltender Mitchell Carr. That broken play could have well resulted in a goal there, but Mitchell Carr makes the save and makes sure no rebound spills out from that one. Face off won by the Rangers. They'll skate behind their own net there. There's Proctor trying to make a pass. One moved up. And that will do it for the power play. Here come the Eagles breaking in the zone here. Pressured. That was Greg. Greg will bump an Eagle from behind. Walker save there. That spills out to the point. Shot from the point. That one spills out. It's right in the blue paint. Chaotic sequence there. Oromocto not able to bury the puck though. Sussex trying to clear here. Archer. Slot pass finds its way out. What a save! Mitchell Carr, let's have another look at that one. That puck spilling out right to the ringette line where an Eagle was right in position, and Mitchell Carr flashing the leather and saying, "Not today, buddy." And here come Rangers. Tremlett barely missing the net there. And here come the Eagles. Gonna break in the zone here. Comes Tremblett. Decides to dump it in. Puck chased by Jay Cunningham. Cunningham tries to find Travers out in front of the net. That pass broken up. Out in front of the net, it's Jay Cunningham. A big save by Blake Elias. Here's Tremblett. Another shot. That one's blocked before I can reach anything. Then Colin's trying to bring that one out. And here come the Eagles. He's stopped by Sparks. To 11. Parker Luffman. Luffman wanting a call here. That one moved up to Travers. Travers gets the puck taken away from Collins. Here's Collins with the puck. Tries to play one across there, but it's taken away, and Jay Cunningham will get the final clear on that. But icing is beat by number 86, Cohen Neal. And never mind, it'll be called icing. Thought he had that one. Danuk76 says, "Is the game late?" I believe so. I think one or two of our games did go over the time. There was some discussions with the referees that took a while, some challenge decisions. So that's why this game is running a little later than expected. For those of you who don't know or don't live in the Maritimes, it is 9:24 local time. And we're adjusting the second period. Here's Tabor behind the net. Battling, that was cleared by Emmett Tabor. Owen Neal. It's that puck taken away. Behind the net. Wrapped around the boards there. Attempted clear and still kept in by the Eagles. Puck finds its way to Cohen Butcher. Here comes Cohen Butcher. Moving down some speed here. That one taken away by Cooper Gregg. Cooper Gregg skating, making some moves there. He goes down. Cooper, a lot of the Sussex parents wanting a call here. Could have well debated that call, but the ref have deemed it was not a trip. And here come the Rangers. That's Cohen Butcher. Tangled up with some Eagles there. Got past, taking a tumble there. That's 98, Emmett Tabor. Tabor moving down, and offside will be called. Sadler, again, an impeccable performance by him as a referee. And here come Rangers. That's a shot from long range. Blake Elias gets another save, a double save on that one. Blake Elias making sure that one doesn't spill out. Rangers, they have good defensive hockey here, making some moves there. That was 17 of the Oromocto Eagles. Max Daugherty battling in the corner for the puck there. He kept up the line. That one's chased by Sparks. Sparks behind his net. Tries to find a teammate there. Outlet pass to McLaughlin. Taken away. Here come the Eagles stepping in. Long range shot. That one is smothered by Mitchell Carr. We'll have a penalty on display. I believe it'll be Bowie going to the box here. I think for unsportsmanlike. Maybe he said something after a whistle or something. And the Sussex Rangers will get important power play here. Not much time remaining in this second period of play. Face off collected by the Eagles. He takes a tumble there behind the net. Slot pass, not finding its mark. Jake Cunningham getting there to the puck though. Plays it back to Cooper Gregg. Gregg back to Cunningham, but that pass missed its mark. It's cleared down. Mitchell Carr leaving that puck off to Proctor. That puck spills right back to an Oromocto player. That clearance, I believe, hit one of his own teammates. I believe that was Collins. Cooper Gregg behind his own net there. Looking for a teammate here. Cooper Gregg. Laser pass to Jake Cunningham. Cunningham with a long-range shot stopped by Blake Elias. Couldn't quite smother the rebound. Play it out. Here come the Rangers. That one's blocked in front of the net. Cooper Gregg. That one's tipped down front. Blake Elias. A massive save there. Keeping this game at 2-0. Cooper Gregg, his pass intercepted, but finds its way to Proctor. Back to Gregg. Finds Cunningham. Cunningham stepping in from long range, and that one is stopped by Blake Elias. This game really turning out to be a goaltending battle. Amazing saves at both ends of the ice. Face off, won by the Eagles. We'll put around their own boards here. That one played in, poked away though. Gregg to Tremblett. Tremblett behind the net there. Gonna find a teammate. Tremblett with a short angle shot there. Stopped by Blake Elias as we enter The last minute of play here in the second period. This game a dead even log. It is 0-0 still. And here come, oh, that's a quick shot right there by Maritime. That one whacks off the post. And that will do it for the Oromocto penalty. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. That pass almost intercepted. It is intercepted on the second try. There's Jay Cunningham with a board pass. That one lost in the feet of an official. And that one's an offside. Just over 30 seconds left. .6 seconds left in the second period. Face off won by the Eagles. We'll move the puck in. That shot poked away. Here come the Rangers. Parker McLaughlin trying to chip that one in. Parker McLaughlin walking in. That shot taking a weird bounce. Blake Olai is clearly not expecting that. Kept in along the boards. Battle for it. One final shot. That one off the glove. Took a weird bounce there. I think that was 29. Wesley Tabor who took that shot. That'll be cleared down to end the period. After 2, it is still scoreless. Both teams searching for that icebreaker. We'll be right back after a short intermission for the third period. We are back for the third and final period of this game. Still 0-0 here. Here comes Oromocto. It's 21. Brady Bowie trying to get one on net there. He's intercepted. And there's a big hit along the boards there. That puck taking a weird bounce there. Carr a little confused on where that went. Cooper Gregg takes a little tumble there. Loses footing. Out in front, slot pass. Attempted shot. That one doesn't go anywhere. Here come the Rangers. The 3-on-2. That shot fanned on second attempt. Didn't get anywhere. Comes Oromocto. That's number 15, Colin Arnott. Arnott with a shot. That one blockered away by Carr. There's a shot, backhand dump in. That one-touch pass doesn't get anywhere. Skating in. And the 2 Rangers will trip over each other after that desperation play. Tripped up both Cohen Neal and Emmett Tabor. Here come the Rangers. That dump attempt stopped. Cohen Butcher against the puck. This time, being a referee. Daughtery playing one off the boards there. Here's Tremblett. Tremblett trying to find Cunningham. Moving in was 11 Parker Luffman. Him not able to get a shot either. Shot from the point, which will be comfortably gloved up by Carr. Face off won by the Rangers. Big tie up there. Arco Luffman wrapping that run on the boards. And here come the Rangers. Moving in with speed is Cunningham. Cunningham loses the puck there. That one's stopped by Holland. He goes down. Collins. Some moves there. That finds its way all the way up to Parker Luffman. Here's Luffman with a shot. That one sailing over the net. And here come the Rangers to pass to Tremblay. Here's Tremblay with some moves there. Tremblay with a shot. That one's gloved up by Blake Elias. Tremblay took a little fall into the net, into the boarding there. It was pretty loud. But he seems to get up just fine. Face off collected by the Eagles as they skate down the ice here. The icing waved off. And back to collect, that is Proctor. And here come the Rangers. He's tied up by Collins. He takes a tumble there. Collins trying to put pressure on that, but finds itself back in hands of Carter. We'll play that down, and this time we called for an icing. Face off to the left of Blake Elias here. Still no one able to score so far. I mean, great offensive opportunities at both ends here, but then again, both goalies standing on their heads, both Carr and Elias. Here come the Eagles. That shot gloved up by goaltender Mitchell Carr. Face off gained on the boards there. Both teams battling for it. No one really able to gain possession of that puck. Here come the Rangers coming down the zone. Backhand flicked in. Baker playing it along the boards there. That one kept in by Sparks. Behind the net it goes. Ranger putting pressure on him. That Ranger being Emmett Tabor. Tabor losing possession of that puck. Still finds its way to 87. We'll play it back in. It's Tabor. Tabor out in front. That one by the blue paint. Barker plays it up. That's off the skates of Drew McCann. Moving in with speed. The shot there. Short angle. That's off the post there. That was Emmett Tabor. I kept in at the line there. That one's whacked back in by Emmett Tabor. Baker plays it off. That one intercepted by Jay Cunningham. Jay Cunningham takes a hit and we'll have a penalty. And the Oromocto Eagles will touch up. It'll be a tripping call. And that one off to the point, Cooper Gregg. Gregg walking in, that's taken away. On's whacked in. Tremblett. Tremblett. That's off the side of the net. Tabber almost had it. Face off. Gained by the Eagles here. So they bring the puck in. That one cleared out. Collins cleared down the ice. Icing waved off. Back there is Proctor. Pass to Tremblett. Tremblett trying to poke that one away. There's Tabber. On stop by Blake Elias. Off the board it goes. Shot from the point there. Another stop by Blake Elias. Face off, tied up. That goes right in front of the net there. Attempted clear is picked off. Shot blocked. That one is attempted, at least, to be dumped down, but it's intercepted by a Sussex player. Baker will wrap it around his own zone there, but it goes right to Sparks. Sparks from a long angle. That shot gets blocked. And the Oromocto Eagles finally able to clear the puck. Going back to get that. And that stretch pass stopped and cleared again by Peter Baker. That one along the boards there. Oromocto playing lots of pressure. Our play winding down here. Only opportunity for one last rush, and that pass misses the mark. Will be icing will be waved off here. And the Oromocto Eagles are successfully able to kill off that penalty. We're back to 5-on-5 here. Oh, just over half of the period done. I want to play along the boards there. Both teams battling to clear that one. That puck finds its way out. Nice one-touch play there. That one goes to Parker McLaughlin. McLaughlin attempted centering pass there. Another long-range shot. Another block by the Oromocto defense. They've been sponging up shots in clutch moments thus far. McLaughlin. Here's that one in. Picked up by Holland. Holland around the net there. Stopped at the zone. We'll have a whistle. Just under 5 minutes left to play here. This game still tied 0-0. The scoreline definitely not telling of the on-ice action. It's been even and intense. The icebreaker yet to still be found. That puck spills out. And Tabber will whack that one down. Excuse me, that's Tremblett. Face-off completed, and back to the Eagles. Under the hash mark, stopped by Carr. That one in front of the net. Whacking at it. Another whack. And another. Getting Carr. Multiple saves, so we have a little scuffle out in front. And Braden Alain comments, I'm ready to see a big move in this game. Well, we are seeing some pretty big moves when it comes to some scuffles. I mean, we have two offsetting liners here. But the first goal yet to be found as 4 minutes and 20 seconds remain on the clock. On the boards. And here come the Rangers trying to clear that one out. Here comes Sawyer Tremblett. That one along the corner. Tremblett and Smith battling for it. Jay Smith upending player there. Holland putting some pressure on Travers. Holland battling with Travers there. Travers killing some time. Sussex don't necessarily have to win this game to lock in their 4th place finish. They just have to avoid a loss. As for Oromocto, there is no other choice but to win if they want to continue their tournament. And here's Cooper Gregg picking up that loose puck. Cooper Gregg moving in. Cooper Gregg cutting in. The shot. That one goes wide. Puck flicked out there. Some pressure on it is Carter. Carter trying to center that. Clear it. Puck right in front of the net there. Nothing comes from it though. And here come the Eagles down the ice. It's Declan Smith. Declan Smith. The shot. And off the pads of Carr. Breakout. Intercepted, kept in by the Eagles. Long shot, glove down by Carr. That will lead to a stoppage of play. One of those melodramatic fools. I love Green Day. Chat, if you didn't know, I really like Green Day. About it. I might place tricks on me. What? I know. What? I'm just letting the people know I love Green Day. Puck won by the Eagles. On the boards, tied up. Behind the net it goes. Right out in front. That one's cleared back in. Behind the net, trying to get that centering pass there. That one's covered up. Carr coming up with some big saves here. Some very clutch moments. Well, when I listen to this song Come Together, I associate it with the, I think, 2017 Justice League movie. And I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty overrated. Face off won by the Rangers. Puck spills out to the neutral zone again, that being chased by Travers. Here comes Travers. Travers with a saucer attempted to Sawyer Tremblett. That one kept in. Sawyer Tremblett down low. Travers, but that one's cut off. And Arnott attempting to break out here. Jay Cunningham with some nice moves there. Cunningham, some dangles. Well, that one slips by him. It's Holland. Travers. That puck slips away. Daughtery gets it though. Daughtery finding teammate there. He almost gets it right back. And two Eagles bump into each other on the break-in. That one is dumped in. Time winding down here. Pass to Tremblay. Here comes Tremblay. Tremblay will just dump it in the zone here. Colin takes a little tumble there. Holland. Play that one out. Here's Tabor. Tabor coming in. Tabor with a shot. Saved by Blake Elias. And the rebound again stopped by Elias. Blake Elias with 2 big saves here. Last minute of play. And here come the Eagles mounting one final offensive here. Their tournament hanging on this shot stopped by the skates of a Sussex Ranger. And Blake Elias will head to the bench. Empty net. That shot missing wide there. Puck still kept in. Rangers trying to break out here. That pass intercepted. Here come the Rangers. That puck shot down by Tavern, and that hits the post. And it will be an icing call. 11 seconds left on the clock here. Again, if we look at the standings here, the Sussex Rangers don't need to win this game. With a tie, they perfectly move on to the semifinals, where they will face the Western Valley Spartans. But if Oromocto can somehow get a goal here, they can force a tiebreaker. Here you go. One final draw. Everything hitches on this. Rangers win the draw. Trying to cut in. Time wasting by Tabor. Trying to chew as much clock as possible. That one's shot down. That one misses. Exactly 2 seconds left here. At this point, just plop down on the puck here. Little conversation between the players and the coaches before they come out for the last draw of the game. Draw one by Cunningham. Playing it back, and Tremblay play that one off. And that will do it. A scoreless tie. 0-0. The Sussex Rangers and Oromocto Eagles battling to a stalemate. And standings-wise, I believe that should be enough for the Sussex Rangers to advance to the knockout stage. That will leave the Oromocto Eagles going home. A very intense game, even though the scoreline was 0-0. It's a great hockey game to watch here. I'd like to thank all of the fans and people who tuned in throughout the tournament thus far. This is the last game of day 2. Tomorrow it's all knockout stage at the Championship Sunday at the Colin Coleman Memorial Tournament. Coming up real bright and early, first game 7 a.m. We have a semifinal for you. Diego Aragon, K Arena, Colin Coleman Memorial Tournament. Signing off for the night. I will see you tomorrow morning.